By the end of this exact video, you will never need another Gohighlevel course ever again, because I'll be showing you exactly step by step on what you need to know to completely start your business from scratch so that you can start earning money. My name is Jackie, and 2 years ago, I started my own entrepreneurial journey to one day become a billionaire, rivaling Elon Musk and fighting him for the land rights on Mars. Just kidding. But over the last 2 years, I did quit my job as a physiotherapist, where I had absolutely zero experience in business, software, and marketing. And I've managed to successfully build up my own business using Gohighlevel, which gave me the freedom to travel and work from anywhere in the world. And I want that for you guys too. That's why, in order to give you guys the best content, I spent the last 6 months, I'm not kidding, 6 whole months scripting, writing, filming, and editing this video you're watching right now. And I'm gonna walk you through from A to Z, including how to get an ABN or LLC if you're in America, how to set up your website, domains, workflows, how to even find your dream customer clients. And I'm gonna be giving you the cold call script that I've got from Paul Daly, multi-millionaire that's worked and partnered with Emar Gadji, one of the biggest gurus on entrepreneurship right now today. And that's all gonna be given to you for free in this video. So make sure you save this because it's gonna be full of golden nuggets. Let's get into it. So to start us off, we're gonna obviously need the Gohighlevel software. Now, if you don't have this already, make sure you go to the link in the description of this video so that you go to this page. So where if you click on this, instead of the 14-day free trial you actually get an extended 30-day free trial of Gohighlevel. This is an exclusive link that I get from partnering with Gohighlevel for such a long time. And on top of that, once you use this link, you're going to get a bunch of bonuses to help you build your business, such as websites, workflows, the scripts that I'm giving you, and also a bunch of other bonuses. So make sure you use this link if you don't already have Gohighlevel. Now let's keep going. So the difference between the 3 prices are, first, the 97, you can't white label Gohighlevel, meaning you can't resell it as your own SaaS software. And you are limited to only 3 sub-accounts. All right, that's the 97. 297, you can start white labeling this and you have unlimited sub-accounts. And lastly, for the 497 plan, you have the unlimited sub-accounts, you can white label, and you can also upsell email and text messages, which will just bring you another whole stream of revenue. I myself have managed to hit 10K a month just by using the email and text upsells. So it's absolutely amazing. All right, so if you're a beginner and you haven't yet registered for a Gohighlevel account, I would just go for the 497 plan first so that you know exactly what all the features have, and then it's no lock-in contract. Have that for 30 days, and just a few days before, maybe 29, 28th day, downgrade to the 97 so that you don't get charged for the 497 and start from there. So that's my biggest recommendations for beginner for the first point. All right, next step, we need to think of our business name. And this process should not take longer than 5 to 10 minutes. What I would tell you to do is go into ChatGPT and type in this. Give me some business names for my marketing and software company. Now, if you're not a marketing and software company, let's say if you're beauty, if you're allied health, obviously you change that and just go off what you think fits you the best. Let's say I quite like quantum reach. So I would actually elaborate on this more. So I say, give me some more samples like quantum reach, and you give me more of these. All right, so I might actually like pulse stream. I don't know, that one just clicked with me. So I'm just going to use that. And then we're going to go buy our domains. And then the next step is before buying any domains and register as an ABN, you need to check if they're available first. So if you're in Australia, you want to get an ABN and set your business up as a sole trader. If you're in America, you need to use and register, I believe it's called an LLC. All right. These are all super easy. Just Google ABN register and it's going to give you step by step. Sometimes it might take a couple of days just for everything to get set up. But once you get that all set up, you're good. You don't have to touch it again. And so what we're going to do now is go into the ABN lookup and search in Pulse Stream. So you can see that Pulse Stream currently is available because all of these company names are Pulse, Pulse & Co Limited, etc. We can definitely use this as our business name. But we need to also double check that this is available for our domains. I'm going to use Squarespace because this is the one that I've used switching from Google domains because they've been bought out. But GoDaddy, Namecheap, Cloudflare, any of those will work. So we're going to type in PulseStream. So pulsestream.au available, .com.au is available. Obviously, you probably want just .com, but honestly, for myself, it doesn't matter. My own business is called Sky Social, and I have my domain as skysocial.com.au. Anything else, honestly, I would just steer away from just because they don't look as legit. So anything that says club.work.xyz, I wouldn't really touch. Okay, so go ahead and purchase your domains. Right, just click, check out, and then you would go and buy your domains. That's it. That's the simple part. Next, once we've got our domains and business name set up, we need a logo. So we're going to go into Canva and we're going to go create design and go logo. Again, this should not take very long, maybe 10-20 minutes max. Okay, because Canva is so useful. Like, I'm in the logo right here. Go type in your niche. So let's say if I'm doing marketing, type in marketing, all these awesome logos come right up. Like for me, keep it simple. So I actually quite like this one, but I'm like a software company. So I'm going to type software. And let's see, which one do I like? Personally, ooh, I like this one. So replace current page. Quantum reach. All right, that's it. Like if you want, you can go change your colors to match your theme color of your business, but honestly, it's not too important. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Now I'll just go there and click download. Now, for a lot of you, I'm going to guess you probably don't have the paid version of Canva. Don't worry. What I would do is simply just go snipping tools or use like a screenshot and just literally crop this out. Okay? This is exactly what I did when I didn't have the paid version of Canva. I did this for all of my logos and my designs. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get banned for this, but I'm just here to try help you guys save a bit of money while starting to learn and build a business. But that's where you can go. So we're going to go in and save as. All right, now that we've actually gone and created our logo, we can start personalizing our Gohighlevel in our software. So we're in here, and first thing you're going to do is go into the bottom left and go settings. Once you're in settings, you want to go and change your profile image to the icon and logo you just made. Input your information. This is also where you can change your languages. So you can see they've updated all these different languages. I think it's awesome that they have done this. Next, we're going to go into company. And in company, this is where you also want to put your logo. Now, this logo is going to change whatever it's going to be up here so that when you have clients sign up to your software, they won't see this Gohighlevel logo. They will see your icon. All right, so let's go. And I've just updated my logo and you can see it's updated in here too. Following that, input your company name, email, website, just put in your domain here. Then for your business category, if you're an agency, you're going to put agency. Otherwise, you can choose whatever suits your business that's the most, okay? Then we need to actually white label our domain. So you can see right now, the domain here, it's called app.gohighlevel.com. That's not what we want because when we white label this whole software and sell it to other people, we want them to showing our business name. So for myself, for this one, it might be app.quantumreach.com. So how you want to do that is super simple. Just simply click on the question mark here. And it's going to take you through the exact step-by-step on how you do it. Now, this may seem a bit confusing, so I'm just going to take you guys through it. It's super easy. Don't worry. What you want to do now is go into your domain services. So for myself, it's Squarespace, and then in the domains, you're going to go DNS. Now, what you want to do is add record, and in here for the host, you want to type app, so app. Type is going to be a CNAME, and the alias starter is this, white label lucratus.cloud. Okay, this is what you want. So you will be able to copy it right in here, copy that, and you're going to paste it in there and click save. Now, I won't be able to save because I've already saved that in here, but you'll be able to save that no problem. And in a couple of minutes, it'll reconfigure. So once you've done that, it's going to connect your domain to it. Then you're going to leave these two parts blank because we're going to come back to this later once we set up our website. I'll give you the exact links for this when that time comes. And once you do those, just click update company. Once I've updated my company, this hasn't changed yet. That's because all you need to do is just type it in. So we're going to type app.skysocial.com.au. Voila, you can see everything has now been white labeled, custom to our business. You can't even see any traces of Gohighlevel. So super cool, right? Now, the next thing that we want to do is go into settings and go email services. It's going to tell you to create dedicated domain. We can click that, or we can just click it right here. Same thing. Follow that, simply press add domain and type in your domain name. Add and verify. So this is already pointing to my email server, so I'm going to do a different one. I'm just going to use this to show you guys how this works. So once you click add and verify, it's going to go connected and continue. Before, when I had to set all this up, I had to go connect to Mailgun, I had to go connect to all these sorts of different things. All right, now that we're actually setting this up, this is, again, super easy. All you need to do is copy all of this into your domain DNS records. So first one is going to be a text record. So you go host. So go into your custom records here, add record. Always do the type first, I think. So what would it? We want a txt. That's right. So go scroll down, find txt. The host is this one, mailio, blah, blah, blah. Paste that in there. Required value. Paste that in there and click save. Now you're going to do that exactly for all 5 of those, following the different steps. Make sure you change the records at the start. So there's going to be 2 txt records, then you're going to go CNAME, and then 2 MX records. So txt, it's all in here. The CNAME's here, MX is here. MX, you have priorities. Now they don't show the priorities here, but essentially just put it as a, I would just normally put it as a priority 10 and then click save. All you need to do and you'll be sweet. If you have any more questions, you can watch the help video right here. It's around 3 minutes. It'll take you and walk you step by step. But you guys got this. It's super easy to do it. Now we're going to close out of that. So once you've connected your email services, you're going to go back. Now that we've personalized our SaaS, we're going to actually go in and start creating our website and now the crux of our business. So first, you want to go click add sub account and just fill in the details, your address, your personal information. Go ahead and do that and you should see something like this. Once you see something like this, go and click manage client. Okay. First things that we need to do is you're going to install the free snapshot I'm going to give you in this video. So go down to the description below and you'll see this link. On top of it, it should say Jackie's YouTube course and funnels snapshot. All right. I'm going to copy that link and you're going to open up a new tab and paste it in here. Okay. This should take you to this page. And this is what you should see. Do you want to import the snapshot to this account? You want to click yes, import now. But if the page that comes up like telling you to sign up for Gohighlevel again, on the top right, there will be a login. Just simply click that and log in through there and it'll take you through to this page. Just make sure there's no like ad blockers or cookies that you've deleted before so that it doesn't mess with this. Okay, so click yes, import now. So you should be able to see there's Jackie's YouTube course, funnel, and website. Now you want to go back into your sub accounts. And in the sub accounts, click manage client again. On the top right, you want to click load snapshot. And then you're going to go down until you see the snapshot. You should see here, Jackie's YouTube course, funnel, and website. Click proceed, and then make sure this is all selected, proceed, and then proceed. And then you want to keep going and it'll install the snapshot straight into your account. So you're going to import that in there now. You're welcome, because I've done all the heavy lifting for you guys. So I've made it as simple as I can for you guys to actually succeed in doing this. So once you've actually done that, you want to go into switch to sub account. So we're actually going to go into the sub account and edit some things now. Okay. Once you're in your sub account, the first thing you want to do is I just want you to check if you have the following. Go into calendars, calendar settings, and just check if you have this appointment calendar. Okay. That's the first thing. Second thing is you want to go into your automations and double check if you have these 5 workflows: appointment calendar, main website, chat widget notification, essential plan sign up, main website contact form, and professional sign up form. Okay, that's the second thing. Third thing is go into sites and just double check if there's the 2 essential and professional plans. There should also be a website already done here for you called the SaaS website. And in the forms, go click in builder and make sure you have that main website contact form. Once you've got all those inside, that means the snapshot has been connected successfully. All right, now we're going to go into settings and make sure you edit this, because I've made it so that on the website, if you put your business name in here, it'll just automatically update in the entire website, automatically populated. So if you do want to change names, you can just change it in here. So make sure you change this, put in your business email and phone number. And now you're going to scroll down and we're going to add our domains. To add your domain, you're simply just going to click add and then type in your domain. So I have quantumreach.skysocial.com.au. Now I've already added this manually, but you'll see what it takes you to. So what you need to do here is just add a domain, kind of like the last step. Go into your DNS records. So for myself, add record, it's a CNAME, okay? Your host is this, so just copy and paste that in. Required value, copy and paste that in. All right, and click save. Pretty easy. I'm not going to do this because I've already done it, but you're also going to create 2 more subdomains. And all you're going to type is essentials dot your subdomain in there. So same process, go click add, but this time just type in essential dot and your root domain. So for myself is quantumreach.social.com.au. Once you've done that, do the same thing. Go into Squarespace or whatever space that you have, hit that in, and then paste that in. All right, and click save. That's all you need to do. So make sure you repeat that so you have these 3 domains in here. One is your base, your root domain. Then you have one with professional dot your domain name and essentials dot your domain name. Okay. Now that we've done that, let's go in and actually edit our website. So lucky for you, you don't actually have to start your website from scratch. So what we're going to do first is edit our funnels. Now, if we just open up the essential plan, this is when people, after clicking on your website and go and want to pay for and buy your plans, this is where they're going to pay and buy them. So if we just open up in a new tab, there's just a couple of things we need to change. First, make sure you change your logo. So click on the logo, scroll down, and chuck that in there. Right? There's my logo. Easy. Second part is you can decide what prices you want. I've put it as $97 for the month for the essentials plan and $297 for the pro plan. You can adjust your prices to however you want. But you'll be able to see that if I click on the preview icon on the top right and preview, okay, there are no products available. So we need to add some products so people can actually purchase and buy. So go back into our GohighLevel. First things first, connect your Stripe account. All right, go into Stripe in the launchpad here and connect your Stripe account. I've already done this. You just simply need to log in and it'll automatically connect to GohighLevel. Once you've done that, go into payments. Then in payments, you're going to click products and you're going to go create product. Okay. Now the product, first one we're going to do is we're going to do our essentials plan. So essentials plan monthly. It's going to be the first thing. We can leave the description, don't really need that. Scroll down, type you want to make sure it's reoccurring and $97. Leave compare at price. Trial number days, you can put 14. And setup fee, we're going to leave that out now. Okay. You don't need to track inventory because we're not selling a physical product. And just simply click save. Next we want to do is go back and then create another product. And this time we're going to type essentials plan annual. Okay. Scroll down, reoccurring. Annual, I'll just put 970, so it's 10 times your monthly. I normally just give them 2 months free. Compare at price, leave, build, change it to yearly. Trial number period 14, and then number of payments, leave that. You can also do other additional options such as like price description, membership offer, if you have a membership course, but we're going to leave that. Not too important. And lastly, click save. Okay, now what I'll do for the last part is also create what we call a setup fee or setup product. Because a lot of the times your customers might not know how to actually set Gohighlevel up. They just want something that works for their business that runs at the back. So you can have an additional one-time fee where you can be like, hey, you can use our service and you can choose if you want to set everything up yourself or you want me to set it up for you. If you want me to set up for you, I'll charge a price. So that's the option that we're going to give them. So setup fee, scroll down, it's going to be a one-time. I put $297 as my setup fee and that's it. Go down, click save. Cool. Now that you've got those 3 products set up, you're going to do the same thing, but put it for professional annual and professional monthly. All right. But we're going to go back to the sites. We're going to go into products. I'm going to add the product that we just added. So you can see, we'll do essentials. Basically put all that in. We want to show 970 and save. First product done. Then I'm going to put in our monthly, just $97. Here you can also adjust this name that they see in the product page, but I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, and setup fee. Boom, that's done. All right, let's go back into our funnel. Okay, and then we're going to click preview again. And there you go. You can see that they have the option to choose if they want an essentials annual plan, essentials monthly plan, or if they want to add in the setup fee. Now, if there's a setup fee, you can see the price jumps up to $297. If they don't want it, it's $0 because there's a 14-day free trial. Okay, they simply put in their card number and press complete order. Now at the bottom, I forgot to mention at the start, also remember to change your logo. So go ahead and do this for your essentials plan and your professional plan. But now we're going to move on to the website. Now we're in SaaS website, we're going to click in and then we're going to open and edit in a new tab. And this is the page that you should see. First things first, go change your logo. So scroll down, click the image, double click, boom, change your logo. Second thing is we need to make sure we change our login button. All right, guys, so here's me completely being a dumbass. I spent the last 2 hours recording this only to realize that my face covered up half of what I was trying to show you guys on that right side. So now I've finally moved my face from the right to the left. Let's keep going. So as I was saying, go change your logo, and after the logo, we actually need to go and change our login button. This just makes sure that when people purchase our software, that when they go in to log in, it directs them to the direct page that we want them. So you're going to click on this and scroll down, and you can see under menu items, we want to select this edit button. And in here, you want to make sure this goes to website URL and type in the URL that we got you to do at the start when you were personalizing everything. So it's app.yourrootdomain.com.au. Okay, and press submit. Make sure you do that. Also do that for when you go all the way down to the bottom and go go to website URL and paste this in. Now, if you forgot where to get this, I'll show you really quickly. So what you want to do is when you're in Gohighlevel, go back into switch to agency view. Now that you're in here, I'll just move my head out of the way, go to settings, company, and then you'll be able to see right here, okay, your white label domain. You want to copy and paste that into right here. Okay, so go ahead and do that for both of them. Next part that you want to do, I'll move my head back to here, is make sure all your buttons are working. So this get started button, you want to click it, and on the side you scroll all the way down and just make sure that this goes an open pop-up. And what I've done is I've created this pop-up where once they click get started, this form pops up and they can fill this out so that we know how we can help them. So go ahead and make sure that for the get started page, everything is open pop-up. And for the watch demo button, you want to make sure that they go to the link is go to page, and the page that they go to is demo. So just copy what I have here, make sure all of that is the same. See, get started, this is a pop-up, get started, you guys know the drill. Then you want to go down and keep making sure that the calendar is here working properly, and you see how there's this location phone, location email, and here there's this location name. Don't worry, this isn't going to show up when people go to your website, because if I just open up the preview, you can see as I scroll all the way down to the bottom, my number and my email is already automatically updated, and my business name is updated right here. This was from this page. Remember how before I told you guys when you opened your own sub account, go into settings, and this in the business profile, whatever you change in here, see my business email and my phone number, it connected straight to right over here. Right, so whenever you change things here, it'll just automatically change on your website, so you don't have to go and touch it. Now we have to connect our domains. So go back to your funnels, click on Essential Plan, go into settings, and just make sure you select your essentials.root domain and click save. Do the same thing for the professional plan, and also go into your websites. And in the website, same thing, click settings, select your domain, and make sure you select your main domain for your website, and then click save. Now we want to go and grab our privacy URL. So go into SaaS website, scroll down, and then click on this preview link for privacy policy. Once you're in the privacy policy page, copy this URL, go back into agency view, move my head out of the way, go into settings, company, scroll down, and then copy and paste your privacy URL and also your terms and conditions in here. Once you've done that, go back to your sub account. Next, we're going to connect our funnels to our website. Go to our website editor, go scroll down and click on pricing. Then we're going to go and click this start now button and scroll down. We're going to find this website for you guys. So how you want to do that's very simple. Go into funnels, click on view page, copy that URL and paste this in. So make sure this is for the essentials website. So this is that essentials button. Save, go back out, do the same thing for the professional plan. Click on view page, copy that link, click on this button, down, and then paste it in here. Once you do all that, click save. After that, there's one last step, and that's connecting your chat widget. You simply go back into Gohighlevel, click chat widget, click new, and you can choose if you want them to SMS or email you. You can have a live chat. You can also have WhatsApp. All right. I actually like these live chats. And then from here, you can choose where you want your chat widget, and then click styles. Click what kind of styles you like. You can have different colors, but we'll just go for the most basic one first. So I've already done this on mine, but you can simply just save that and then go into websites, SaaS website, settings, and then go here, chat widget, select your chat widget. See how the one that we just created there is right here. Okay, and just click save. And so that when you actually go back into your website, there is our chat widget. Okay, so we can go ahead and start talking with this. Easy. Make sure you also install your chat widget on your funnels. So it's the same process. go into funnels, and you can use the same widget that you created. It works exactly the same. Settings, and then select your chat widget. Cool. So that's how you actually set up your whole website in funnels. Congratulations. That's done. Go ahead and play around with it so that you actually know a bit more about how the funnels work in terms of the editor. I would actually urge you to go in, play around with the color schemes, play around with the different buttons, how they all work, just to familiarize yourself with it, especially if you are a beginner. But I've done most of the things for you, so you don't have to. I just want you to know software so that you can teach other people how to do it. All right, let's move on to the next part of workflows. All right, workflows and automations. Probably the biggest and most complex part of GohighLevel, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people out there would agree with me. But I'm going to make it simple for you. I've already created 5 workflows that you should have and you should have checked at the start. And we're going to go through each of them and I'll show you some of the power that you have from workflows. So the first one, this is your appointment calendar main website. Essentially, it's a flow of sequences of things that will happen once someone books an appointment calendar with you. What do I mean by that? So this is our website that we've just built. And at the bottom, there's an option for people to actually book a demo call with you. When someone clicks in and books a call with you, the following things are going to happen. First, you can see that the trigger is when someone books in that appointment calendar. Make sure this is your appointment calendar that's ticked in. All right. First is gonna go assign this to a user. Now this user should be yourself. So if you go in, you'll see my name is in here. So click yourself and save action. If you don't see any names in here, you need to go create a user. And how to do that? Go back to workflows, then go to the bottom left, settings, my staff, add yourself as an employee. Simply click add employee. You just need to put it very simple. Put in your first name, last name, and email in here. Don't really need phone number or select any calendars, and click save. Right, it's that easy. If you have team members working under you, this is where you can also add them as a user and you can control what permissions they have access to. For example, if you are an agency and you're actually hiring let's say someone to do your ads for you, then you can add them as a user, but limit them to see only specific things that you want them to have access. Maybe you don't want them messing around with your call reporting or your affiliate manager, right? You only want to give them specific access to some things. This is where you can control it because you have the master account. And now once you've added yourself as a user, go back and then go into automations. I'm going to go back to explaining this. So assign yourself as a user. Then when someone books in an appointment, you'll get a notification via SMS saying, hey, contact name has just booked a phone call appointment with you. This will auto-populate. So if I put my name down here as Tom, then it'll be, hey, Tom booked the appointment with you. This is actually really easy to do. All you simply do is click on this tag icon here and go contact. And if you want their full name, first name, last name, boom. So that's that. Then it sends an actual SMS to the person that booked in saying, hey, Tom, your review call for appointment start time has been confirmed. All right. And then this is going to be your username, the person that's been assigned. Okay. Then I normally wait for 1 minute and it sends them a confirmational email. This just doesn't make it seem like it's fully bot and automated. It gives it a bit more of a better user experience. All right. Same thing. Everything here I've written out and populated for you. Then I also wait until you can do this before. So 2 days before the actual appointment, it sends them another email and SMS reminder saying, hey, just reminder our call is on blah, blah, blah. Just make sure that you have a lot higher retention and higher short rate. So they keep getting all these emails and text. So 1 minute before, you get 4 hours before, you get all these different emails so you make sure that they don't actually forget the appointment. And I've made it so that it gives you all these notifications saying, hey, you got this call coming up. Make sure you take it. And you got the call. This would be something that's quite basic in my opinion. If this is your first time looking at this, you might be thinking, what the heck did I just see? Don't worry, you'll get used to it in due time, because there is so many different actions that you did. Before, we only played with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different actions, and it was just on repeat. In the actions here, oh my God, you can look at this. There's like 50, hundreds of different things that you can do. So this is why I say the workflows is probably the biggest part of GoHighLevel, but that makes it so much better because you can be creative. There is so much flexibility around this as well. Make sure you save. Now we're going to go in and double check everything. So chat, just make sure that your trigger, your chat widget this is your reply channel, is your chat widget. An internal notification just also sends you a message saying, hey, someone contacted you via the chat widget. Not too much you have to touch there. Essential plan sign up, there is a couple things that you need to know. Okay, again, assign yourself as the user, and go into settings. And in settings, you want to make sure that allow re-entry is available. This just makes it so that when people go in and sign up to your essential plan, and let's say they cancel or they forget and they don't finish, they can re-enter this workflow. So make sure this is on there and then click save. You want to do the exact same thing for the professional plan sign up and for the main website contact form. Just make sure that you yourself again is assigned as a user. Okay, save action. And this is just a note where if people contact you and they say, hey, Tom at Sky Business needs help with SEO services. Because before, for our website, our pop-up asks them what services they need so that we have a bit of a better idea of how we can help them. Okay, save action and click save. Cool. So that is workflows done. My biggest advice is just to go around and play with this because there's so many things you can do. And one really big tip that I could give you is go and click create workflow and select the recipe. Every day, just spend some time looking at either 1 or 2 different recipes that GoHighLevel has given you, because all these recipes give you a better idea of how you can integrate different things with GoHighLevel and also how to use them. So I've learned heaps just by going through and be like, oh, wow, I didn't know you could do this. And these are actually all pre-made templates that you can just use for your business, which I use myself. So now you have completed your website and you're setting up for the workflows. The backbones of your business has been set. Now what we need to do is find your leads, call them, and make the sale. So let's get to that. Congratulations, you guys are 70% of the way of completing this whole course. Take a break, have some water. But while you do that, I'm just going to let you know, if you did sign up to my GoHighLevel link when starting, you should already have an email sent to you. And in there is just a complete course and videos where I give you the videos that I made that are white labeled. Because you can imagine, you're probably taking this course because GoHighLevel is quite complex. Now, just imagine if you have a complete new business owner, let's say they're like a plumber, and they have no idea how to use tech. Then when they want to try set this up and understand everything, instead of you spending 5 hours trying to explain GoHighLevel to them, I set up a list of videos that are white labeled, which means I don't show my business name. I don't talk about my business logos. I don't show my business logo. I don't talk about my business name at all. It's just a bunch of videos recorded explaining how GoHighLevel works. And what your clients can do once they sign up is you get them to just pop into GoHighLevel and watch those videos. And I'm more than happy for you to say, this is someone that a team member of mine has recorded for me explaining how everything works. So you should already have that in your email as a snapshot to just import into your account. Otherwise, I'm going to teach you guys how to actually start getting clients and making money. See ya. Hey everyone, this is going to be a very important module for me to share with you guys because this is going to be exactly how I myself qualify and prospect in terms of when selling GoHighLevel. So I myself started as a SMMA agency doing Facebook ads. I was in a man's course and I would have absolutely no confidence in my offer because I don't know what results I would be providing them for the high price point I was charging. Honestly, if I charged them 1,500 on average a month, and on top of not including ad spend, it was a little bit awkward to mention them because I don't know how much results I would be getting them, and just going in that meeting was not a fun meeting. But since discovering Go High Level, I've been doing two things. One, local lead gen, and second, I would offer them the Go High Level software and then upsell them on ads. So first, let's just go into how I do local lead gen and resell Go High Level as this software. So first things I would do is I would pick a niche. So something popular, let's just say roofing near, okay? I usually go into maps and then there I would start looking, which roofing company may need my help? So straight away I would see, hey, this Metro Hail, they've only got 23 reviews. That's something I can help them with. And let's go on the website and let's have a check. So in their website, okay, it looks pretty clean. They've got some nice buttons. They don't have a pop-up straight away, so that's probably something I could mention to them. A little bit of what they do. They don't really have a chat widget. So what I would actually do is go in, I'd either call them or send them a message saying, hey, do you guys need a web chat installed, or do you guys need more Google reviews? Because we all know that with more Google reviews, you rank much higher on their SEO. And I'm sure a company like this, they would be able to have more than 23 5-star Google reviews. I think the only reason they are not getting it is they're not asking their clients. So that's definitely something that we can set up for them. So immediately there's one. Now let's go. This one has an ad, so we're not going to bother. Let's go on this one, Brisbane Quality Roofing. So once we go in, okay, this is definitely something we can help. So you see this part, this forms, we can easily put it as a pop-up form. I don't know what this background is, like it's just a green roof, and like we can definitely make this background banner much better. Overall, it looks just old, and it looks like even these testimonials, we can put it in carousel so that it looks nice and updated. Basically, my pitch to them would be all they need to do for 97 or 297 a month. I can get all of this done for them in a much nicer website. I can bring all the tech to them, getting them automatic text messages or emails whenever people sign up. If people decide to book, I can also put in an appointment and calendar setting for them so that they don't need to always just pick up the phone. People can just book online and request their services. So that's also another one. Now let's change niches a little bit. Let's just go chiropractor near me. And straight away, the first one, 16 reviews. I'm sure this company or this chiropractor can do more than 16 reviews. They have an online booking system, that's fine. They've got some banners. Overall looks clean, but again, there's no web chat. They have a blog. Let's go into their blog and see what it looks like. Okay, they've got 3 blogs. So in Go High Level, they recently pumped out a blogging system, so we can definitely get more blogs onto here. So many businesses out there would die for more reviews on their Google, because if you can get more Google reviews, it basically means more business for them. So that's one HPC. As we might, let's go. Okay, this one has a bit more reviews, but let's go into their website. Okay, so this is something that I probably personally wouldn't go in because it looks pretty updated and pretty clean. But this one, Sunnybank Chiropractic Center, they don't even have a website for this one. So this is definitely something I would go in and be like, hey, I just had Googled you guys. You had 2 reviews. Like, what's going on? Am I able to help you? Obviously, I wouldn't say it like that, but they would definitely benefit from having a booking system so they can have an appointment structure. I can set up Google My Business. I can set up any texting and email campaigns so that they grow their client base. That's how I would do my prospecting and outreach. It's not the most sexiest thing, but it works, especially for local clients. I won't niche down, and you shouldn't either, in my opinion. You can just go on and look at all the different services, because once you get that first view, the word of mouth becomes so important. My friend needed a website and they referred it to their uncle or auntie, and they need a website as well. So then the chain keeps going down and down, and eventually you become the expert in your area in this field. So that's my 2 cents of how I would do lead generation with local businesses. In the next module, I'll go through exactly how I used to do my agency running Gohighlevel, as well as an ads agency for realtors. The next part I want to show you guys is exactly how I run my own agency along with Gohighlevel, exactly the offer that I offer to these prospects and how I close them, all of these combined. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you exactly what I say to clients when I prospect. Now, how I prospect is, before I used to work with a lot of realtors, but now I go and just focus on the local niche and helping them not only with Facebook ads, but recently I've transitioned into a short form content agency. So I mainly work with businesses and consultants to help them grow their brand and audience through short form content. If you're watching this and you're just starting off, you probably want to stay easy and go with Facebook ads first. And this is what I would actually do. So there's this thing called what we call programmable search engine. And this is an amazing tool if you're outreaching to like Facebook or Instagram accounts. I'm going to get started here. This is super cool. You can see here, I already have a outreach IG here. But in order to search to program it, so let's say, let's just do what? Let's do test. And then let's enter site or pages. So this is where you want to put in the things that you want to search for. For example, you want it to search for Instagram accounts, or you want it to search for Facebook accounts. That's where you would put it in. So I'm going to put in Instagram.com. Next, I'll just press I'm not a robot, and I'll click create. And then let's go back to the search engine. So there we go. We have a test. Now let's use that test. We're going to just use this link here. And in here, we're going to search for the keywords that we want to search. So let's just say we want realtors in, let's say, New York. And then after skipping the first few, you'll see here is a bunch of realtors in New York, and this is all of their Instagram accounts. I would just open up like 10,000 tabs and then go through one by one to qualify them and pitch them my offer. So that's a really effective way of how I would search for these Instagram accounts or Facebook accounts. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about my offer. So let's go back to my website. And you can see I have lead generation specialist for local businesses in Brisbane, because I'm based in Brisbane. In my pricing, this is how I explain to them. I would first contact them, and then I would have a bit of a conversation with them, and then pitch them my offer. Now, what I say is, I definitely don't go in and be like, hey, do you need Facebook ads? It's only 1,500 for you need to run your Facebook ads. No. Instead, I go into their website and then have a look at their chat widgets, have a look at their automations. I sell them automatic text backs. So in my pricing, you can see I have 3 plans. I sell them, hey, if you only need like a website funnels and some reviews and messaging, all you need is the $97 a month. But then if they're looking for more, if they want everything they get in the essentials, but they also want payments, or they want a custom CRM. Real estate agents need these custom CRMs. Their CRMs are like in the 80s, like they're so outdated. Just having a CRM itself, you can probably sell it for $297. But then a really big one is also having these auto missed call text backs. Now, what these are is basically, if they're on the car, or if they're busy showing someone a house inspection, you can be like to them, okay, cool. I can set it up so that if you miss a call, that you have a system that sends them an automatic text saying, hey, sorry I missed your call. Here's my calendar for you to book an appointment for me so that we can both make a time. We can have that call. All right. So first I get them on the professional or essentials plan. And once they're on the software, I go up to them and be like, hey, do you want to try scale your business? I can do this through a short form content offer. I offer them to double their audience within 90 days without any ad spend. So that's what I sell to them. Now, you could easily do that with Google ads or Facebook ads. Everything's up to your discretion. But I do a short form content offer and it's worked for me. Even if later we go on the short form content and then they say, yeah, I'm not really interested in the short form content, but then the software is actually what I need. Great. We stick in the software. I get either 97 or 297 a month reoccurring, and I don't really have to do much once I set everything up. So I'm sweet. And then 3 to 5 months down later, after we communicate with each other, we build rapport, I can go again and be like, hey, are you looking to scale? It's a pretty good time. And then if they say yes, beautiful. They go on $2,000 a month, and even better for me. That's how I would frame my offer in terms of selling Gohighlevel as well as an agency. It gives you just a lot more flexibility around what you can do for them, and then gives them more options for them to choose from. I hope that helps. So, you see this? Yes, that's right. It's time for the gentleman's agreement. Guys, this is where it's an agreement between me and you as the viewer, where it's a digital handshake where we agree that I provide you a free-flowing buffet of information for you to improve and succeed in your business. And all I ask for is simply go ahead and click that subscribe and like button. It really helps me out. It takes me hours and months to think, edit, and film these type of content. So if you could go ahead and do that and honor the gentleman's agreement, it'd be much appreciated. See you soon. Here comes the real source, guys. The $1 million framework that I got from working with Paul Daly, millionaire entrepreneur that worked with Iman Gaji on his agency Navigator. And this is what I've got. I'm going to give this all to you guys. We're going to go through this. Is 6 pages worth of just cold calling gold nuggets that I've got from working with them. And they've generated millions of dollars with this. So I know and they know it works. For the first part, we're going to go and qualify our client. So I've put a few things down. I want them to be 18 years old and a business owner, 100% serious about starting ASAP, is able to be at a quiet place and a computer for the appointment time, and their business partner needs to be on the Zoom call with them if they make business decisions, right? That should be the goal of every set. Now, you have to understand the purpose of cold calling and to set them in an appointment is you're not selling them your services. Your main goal is to understand who they are, where they're at, to just selling the core. Your goal is not to let them know everything about your business. That's for the sales pitch. That's for the closing call. So make sure you understand that part. So we're going to break this down into 7 parts of the set and cold call. The intro, when you're calling them, it should be a quick one-liner. Who are you? You're not an AI. You're not some scam. You're establishing yourself to be trustworthy. Second is establishing your relationship. Why do you have the right to call them? Because I'm an upcoming business owner that can help your business grow. That's who you are. That's why they're going to spend time listening to you. Because most likely when you call these people, you're disturbing and disrupting their time. And if you're doing that, you better have a damn good reason why they should continue listening to you and not just hang up the call like all the other scammers that they get called on. All right. Third, frame. You need to frame who you are and how you can help them in order to get them to go into discovery mode. Lowers your sales resistance. Again, you're not selling the whole service. You're selling the core by showing them the end results you can get them. Remember that. You're selling the end result. So the end result might be saving them money, saving them time. Those are the goals and end results, not I can make a website, not I have all these automations and softwares in place for you. Got that? Fourth thing, discovery. This is where you're going to load up your ammo. You ask them questions. Ideally, the more they talk to you in this part, the better. Because if you do a good job in your discovery, your pitch and everything down is going to be so easy. Like so easy. So discovery, I would say, is the most important part in cold calling. The questions you ask and how you ask them is key in here. The just things that I want to know about is, do they have capacity to take on new clients? This helps bring up their pain. What's stopping them from getting more clients? This will help you establish the gap between where they are now and where they want to become. That gap is where you want to be. You want to be the bridge that helps them crosses that gap. And you want to show them that you're the only bridge to help them. You want to burn all the other bridges that can help them cross that to make yourself more valuable. Third, what's the financial goals they want to hit for their business? Finding out their dream outcome. Again, this is where they want to go. You want to find this in the discovery. And lastly, do they think that they can do this on their own, or do they need help? This is getting them to recognize that you are the bridge that helps them overcome that gap. Next, we've got the pitch, we've got the qualify, and the double tie down. Let's get into the dial script. Intro. Hey Tom, this is Jackie. How are you? How you say this frame is going to be super important. You can say the exact same words. Hey Tom, this is Jackie. How are you? Boring. Hang up. Not interested. Hey Tom, this is Jackie. How are you, man? Maybe a little bit over enthusiastic. Keep it professional, okay? So, hey Tom, this is Jackie. How are you? I know this call is probably catching you a bit out of the blue. Well, the reason for the call is because we're a recent software AI startup in Brisbane that works specifically with local businesses. Does your business have any capacity to take on new customers at all? This second liner should be one that you practice the most. Ideally, if you can memorize it so that when you're on these calls, you can walk around, pretend like you're talking about this with a friend. You don't want to be salesy. Talk like a normal person is probably the biggest advice I can give you and what I've learned from working with Paul. If they frame yes, cool. So what's stopping you from getting new clients? Then you go into discovery. Then if they say no, you still want to reply. Okay, have you ever used software to decrease your workload before? Or have you ever used any software to help your business? If they say no, oh, why is that? If they say yes, oh, what kind of software are you using right now? See how that all these questions all kind of go into the discovery questions. The key part about frame into discovery is that you're not just asking them questions that stops the conversation. You're asking them questions so that you can get more out of them to get that ammo. Now we're in discovery. One thing to always remind of is whatever they say, always remember to affirm their responses and make sure you say it in a neutral way. You're like, great, perfect. No, you're like, awesome, cool, right. Anything they reply, just reply with those three. I found that's been pretty good. All right, awesome's probably not a natural, like a neutral one, but cool, right, okay. Those three are really good to use. So how long have you been in the business? 5 years in the gardening business, taking quite a lot of time. Do you enjoy it? Yeah, normally, but I don't really like the others, it takes a lot, again, the admin and all that stuff. Yeah, I get that. I hear that a lot. And so what kind of softwares have you used before, currently use? Yeah, so I use QuickBooks for my financing, and I might use a bit of like Excel spreadsheet for invoice and other stuff. Oh, cool. And so if they reply more about, okay, what softwares they use, you don't have to follow script word by word here. This is key. I never want you to follow this word by word. This is just a framework for you to use, because if they're telling you, oh, I've used this and that in the past, you want to dig in. How'd that go for you? Why don't you use that anymore? Are you thinking about using something? Like all these questions, frame it about what they're giving you. The ammo they're giving you, you always want to elaborate it. Okay? Once you've elaborated on it a little bit more, you want to ask, okay, cool. So most of the people that I do chat with are business owners, like yourself, looking for ways to get time back on their hands whilst keeping up and even increasing their clients. Is that kind of where you're at too? Cool. That's where we come in. First, usually is mapping out how we can get you less involved with admin, websites, booking, the sort of things that you kind of hate that you just told me about. What kind of parts of the businesses do you yourself want to focus on? Yeah, man. Hey, it would be really good if I could just focus on helping them clean the gutters, get the roof sorted, installing their solar. I'm kind of a hands-on guy. I don't really want to do that kind of admin, calling, marketing sort of things. I just like getting my hands down and doing the actual work. Perfect. That's exactly what we do to help. So for yourself, right now, how much time do you spend a week with the business doing those activities? Yeah, I might spend, let's say, 3 hours a day doing admin and stuff, and the other times it was mainly focusing on work. Yeah, right. And so for yourself, what would be the ideal outcome to managing your time? Yeah, ideally, if I can spend 1 hour, 2 hours a day, that would be great. If I can spend 2 hours a week, that would be ideal because I will have so much time to spend with family. I wouldn't really have to think about all that business sort of things, except for, when I actually go on the job. Love it. Our company is called Sky Social because we're all about that, helping businesses thrive as free and wide like the sky. Feel free to edit this, by the way. Well, Tom, I guess my last question is that something you need help with or do? Do you think you can do it on your own? Nah, I feel like it's been 5 years. If I could do it on my own, I probably would have already done it. Then you go straight in the pitch. But if they say, yeah, I reckon I can do it on my own, got it. Most of our clients say the same thing. But the reason why clients do work with us is because they can leverage our experience to get there faster. Sometimes it might take you, if you do it yourself, 1 year, 2 years. If we can achieve that for you in 6 months, is that something that you're kind of at too, that you want? Yeah, that would actually be cool. Because business owners understand time is money. It's so much more important for them to have their time back. Now then comes the pitch. Well, Tom, I'm always on the lookout for someone who could be a great fit for Sky Social. Based on our chat, I think you would be. You're a business owner that wants to flourish, but also not want to work 70-hour weeks because family and self time is also very important. That's pretty much all of our clients. We specifically help clients change their lives with customer first software and AI integrations, any kind of local business. We help them automate their current system and processes so that everything runs on autopilot, whilst you focus on doing your job, creating a genuine and lasting relationship with your clients, right? Because that's what's actually going to help you get money, and that's what makes the business fun. Building good connections with people. We have some slots that are open a couple of hours a day to speak with people like yourself, helping them get started, taking their first steps, breaking down on how all this could work. If I can get you on one of the calendars for 30-ish minutes, would you be down to connect over Zoom? Yep, I'm down. Cool. Let me pull up the calendar and I'll ask some questions I'll need to rapid fire you. So this is when your calendar should be at the back and you're asking these questions as you're inputting them in. Last name, is this the best phone number I'm calling you from? Do you use a calendar? What's the best email tied to that calendar for the invite? Because a lot of times businesses, let's say on iCalendar, that calendar email is different from their business email or their personal one. Make sure to link this to their calendar email. If they don't have it, it's right. Just use whatever their normal business one. And I have to ask, are you over 18? Now, I love this question because 98% of the time we're calling these businesses are more of the older side. And just asking that question gives them a bit of a chuckle. So it builds a bit of rapport between me and him or her. Okay. Do you have a spouse or partner that needs to be on the call to make any business decisions with you? Yes, no? Will you be able to be at a quiet place on a laptop or computer? You never want them on the phone like I don't know if you've ever had experiences where people are driving and taking a Zoom call with me on their phone. It's the worst. They can't hear you. They can't really see what you're trying to show them. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Cool. So I booked you and ready to connect. I'll send you a text and email with the information on this as well. And the Zoom link should already be in your email and on your calendar. So this part is all automated. You don't have to touch it. Awesome. So Tom, that's all I've got for you. I just have to confirm with you. I have you down for next Tuesday, 5 p.m. This is the double tie down, making sure they have no excuses of not showing up to the appointment. And then awesome. And this is where you want to take it a bit light, but short of the world ending, you're 100% good for that time. Nothing would possibly come up. Great. Love it. Well, Tom, I'll touch base with you on the day with a link in case you can't find it. And I'll also send you some of our company information. Really glad we got to connect. I'm psyched to see and chat with you then. Bye. Right. End it politely and then celebrate that you got that set call from your cold call and then move on to the next one. The best thing that I found is repetition. When you get that win, celebrate for a bit and then get straight into it because normally you can be on a roll. Right? So that is the $1 million cold call script that I've got. Now, I believe the best method in learning is taking action. So this cold call script, I'm going to give to you guys word for word. I'm going to give you the entire document, but I'm only going to give it to people that take action. So I want you to comment one thing you have learned during this entire course so far. It can be as simple as, I learned how to add a domain. I now know how to edit my website. Great. I know how to do better discovery. Anything, comment down below. I'm going to send this directly to you for the cold script. I don't want this to just be given to the people that don't take action because I know if you take action, just doing that first comment, I know you'll be serious about starting your own business. All right, so go do that and I'll send you over this cold call script. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to close like a boss. So as Dale Carnegie says, the best way to get someone to do something is to get them to want to do it. Now, you might think, duh, of course. Now, let me give you an example. I like going fishing. So when I go fishing, I obviously need to bring bait. Now, other than fishing, I also really like eating chocolate. Now, today, if I were to go fishing, I wouldn't put a chocolate on my fishing hook and chuck it in the water hoping to get some fish. No. Instead, I would use worms, I would use some prawns to chuck it in the water because I know that's what fish want and I know that's what they will bite to. So it's the same in business and sales. Like you want to go into your sales and you want to outreach to these people based on what they want and what they need. All right. So that's the first part that you need to really think of. Through your questions, through your research on their website, you should already have an idea of what they need. What you need to do is let them see that they need this. Okay. The second thing that you really need to do is keep it short and sweet. Now, this is a mistake that I've done multiple times because Gohighlevel is amazing. You have absolutely everything that you need. I would go in at the start of my business pitches and it'd take me like 2 to 3 hours trying to pitch them everything. And don't get me wrong, while it did work, I was able to sell them, but I was like, oh, this is taking way too long. Is there something more effective? So this is when I started letting them speak. I asked them, so what do you need? And they will be like to me, oh, I need a business website. Okay, sweet. I need a auto text back. Sweet. I need an all-in-one messaging. Sweet. And then we just keep it at a few, get them set up first. And once they do it and once they implement it in their system, they're like, okay, cool. Are we able to do a little bit more? I'm like, of course we can. But this way, not only it lets them get used to the system slowly first, you're not overwhelming them with information. Because we all know if you overwhelm them with information, they're most likely not going to remember. They say you probably only retain 30% of whatever you really say and what you hear. So the third point is let them speak. And we've already touched on the fourth point a little bit already. But the last point is see things in their eyes. Imagine if you're a chiropractor business owner and then someone comes to you and be like, hey, I can do your Google ads. I can do your Google reviews. I can give you a website. I can give you auto text back. I can give you automated emails. But I'm like, okay, cool. But what does that mean to me? As agency owners, we see their problems and we're like, well, obviously you need these things for XYZ, but they may not see it. And this is a way that you want to be put into their shoes. What I would do is I would say, oh, I found that your website doesn't have any forms. So if we are able to integrate some forms for them to fill out their details and we get those forms collected and automatically send them an email or text. So this way it shows them that, okay, oh, cool, these guys are responding, and it brings them and nurtures them into leads that could automatically increase their leads. Now, if we just set up their Google My Business accounts, we would be able to get a lot more reviews for them. And with a lot more reviews, that would mean that they have higher credibility. Because if today I was going to a chiropractor and I'm in a new area, what's the first thing I would do? Is Google chiropractors near me, and I would look for the highest rating one with the most reviews and the best reviews. Because who wants to go to a 3-star chiropractor when there's a 5-star just beside it? No one. At least definitely not me. So make sure you explain things in a way that let them see things in your eyes, in their eyes. Now, the next part that I want to speak about is ask questions. And not just any questions. This is where you really want to dig into what their problems are, what their pain points, and getting them to acknowledge these problems themselves. Now, that's really important. So I'm going to say it again. Get them to acknowledge these pain points themselves. So these are some questions that you can get them thinking. The first one I always ask them is, what is your current marketing strategy? Because whenever I ask that, I'm most likely going to pause, have a think, and say, I do a little bit of word by mouth. Most of them don't really have a good marketing strategy. They don't even know about what running ads are. Maybe best is they've put up some blogs and improved a bit of SEO, but that's even a very few of them. So asking that question really gets them thinking. It's like, I actually don't have a marketing strategy. So they start thinking, okay, so what can I do for my marketing? So after that, I ask them, what are your website and what are your Google numbers? What are your statistics? How many people visited your website? How many people actually booked on your website? Or is it all through calls? 9 out of 10 times, business owners actually won't know these numbers because they just had someone set up their website for them 5 years before, and then that was it. They just left it, and that was just there sitting there doing nothing when they probably have had like thousands and tens of thousands of visitors every month, but they're not doing anything with those leads. So that's the second question I'll ask. Another question is, do they text or email their customers? Say a roofing business, you have a client right now and you fix their roof for them, but then, half a year to a year down the line, what is the rate of them that they will come back to you if you text them or send them an email saying, hey, it's been 6 months since we last restored your roof. Just wanted to check up on how everything is going. If the roof is holding up okay, we want to make sure there's no leaks or anything that went wrong in our job. And we want to make sure everything is 100% and perfect for you. Now, if you were someone that received that from a roofing company, what would you think? If it were me, I was thinking, oh, these guys are great. They have great customer service. Whereas in reality, you can just have that as an automatic text and they just send out automatically. So text and automatic emails are so important and so powerful in helping these business owners grow. The next question is, what are they doing to boost their SEO and reviews? Because if you have a business for 10, 15 years and you have 5 reviews, like what are they doing with it? I'm sure out of everyone that they've serviced, there'll be more than 5 people willing to give them 5-star reviews. Only reason they're not doing it is because they're not asking. And you'll be surprised. A lot of business owners that I work with, once I set them up with their Google My Business and I send out a mass text campaign saying, hey, are you able to leave us some reviews? They get reviews like no tomorrow. Their Google ranking goes from the very bottom all the way to the very top in an instant. So this is something that is amazing to ask. What are they doing to boost their SEO and reviews? The last question I want to ask is, do they run any ads? Because if they aren't, great. You can go in and be like, hey, I also know a little bit about ads to help them grow more with their business. But if they are or have ran ads, or especially if business owners have used boosted posts before, that's a massive red flag for them, massive green light for you. Because if they use boosted post, that shows them they want to get their content out there. They want to get more leads, but they have absolutely no idea what they're doing, because boosted posts are the worst form. It doesn't really work. They have no targeting in their audience compared to when actually even just running Facebook ads. They can't target their gender, they can't target age group. There's a bunch of things that they can't do. So that's a really good question to ask, and especially for later down the track if you want to scale them to higher ticket clients. Now, the next part I want to speak to you guys is the 3 magic ingredients for success. Just having these 3, you can realistically close any business. You don't need more. First, I was just speaking about before, Google My Business, setting it up and boosting them on their Google reviews. Because ultimately, Google still is the #1 search engine in the world. Whenever people need something or looking for something, they're going to Google it. So if you can manage to boost their Google reviews, they will be more than willing to pay you $97 or $297 a month, because just by having that, it will increase their business and revenue by a ton. The second part that I would always offer to my clients is website and landing page, plus or minus web chats if they want. If they don't have a website, this is a no-brainer. Like, why do you not have a website in this day and age? Because that is just a missed opportunity. They're literally just laying money on the table, because everyone is online. Having that website will allow people to be able to search for them and get leads through that way. And the last one is having automatic workflows for text and emails to build up their contacts list. Because so often we have a lot of contacts that just gets lost. If someone walks in the door today, let's say if they are, again, we're going to go back to the chiropractor niche, or actually let's use the real estate niche. Real estate agents, they possibly have tons of leads, right? In expos, they will get a lot of information from buyers or sellers. Now, if they have a campaign that automatically sends them a text or email saying, hey, we have this listing for this specific house. Would you be interested? Now, what are the chances they might not respond today, but what are the chances maybe 3, 6, even a year down the road, when they're ready in terms of financially to buy or sell their house? They will see this text or email and they'll be like, that's right, this real estate agent has been really contacting me over the last few months. They've already been nurtured through the auto text and email campaigns that you've built out for them. And this is where texting comes in so much, because when it comes to emails, you only get a 1, 2, 3 out of 10 open rate. Whereas text, you can get up to a 90% open rate for your text. So that is a lot different and a lot of success. Whereas if someone just opens up your text and they read the text that you send them, that's an automatic impression that you leave on them for when they're ready to buy a house, or when they're ready to go to a chiropractor again, or when they're ready for their roofing to be fixed. So this is really important. Those are the 3 magic ingredients for success. That you know how to exactly prospect for the ideal client, and also what to say and what your mindset should be when you're on the call with them. Now I'm going to teach you the hack to absolutely blow your clients away when you're having the meeting with them. So you can walk in the meeting already knowing that you're going to close them with a super high confidence and you're not going to have to worry about anything, because 99% of the time, these clients are just going to be blown out of the way and just give you the card and say, take my money. So let's get into it. What you need to do first is you're going to need to actually buy a number. So let's go into settings and we're going to go into phone numbers. And you can see in here, I already have my phone number set up, but what you need to do is you just need to go add number, pick your country, your area code. If you're in United States, put that in, put your area code in, you search, and you buy that number. All right. Once you bought this number, you click on it and then you press save. Easy as that. Now, I'm not going to press save there, but once you've done that, it'll look like something like this. And what you can do is once you've bought the number, you want to put in a name. So you can put, I'm just going to put test user for now, forward calls to. So this would be the phone number you want your calls to forward to. So this can be either your own phone number or your client's phone number. So I'm just going to put in my phone number for now. Alright, and then I usually keep this off. I don't really touch this too much. I just let that connect. And for what the incoming call timeout and outbound call timeout is, basically when someone calls this number, how long I want it to ring, and also when I call out, how long I want it to ring on their end. So usually I put it around, 25, 35 seconds. Anytime within a minute is fine. So I just press update there and done. Once you've got that phone number all set up, we're going to go back to our websites. So here we are on our website. Now I always use the funnels when I'm doing a demo because the website is just a little bit too much. I find funnels is nice and easy. Let's just pick a template. Which one haven't we done? We haven't done the solar yet. So let's actually select solar. Yeah, it looks pretty clean, minimalistic. And let's just, I'm going to press continue. This template. Okay, once we got this template, we're going to go in there and then we're going to edit it. Okay, now we're in. Once we're in here, the first things I would do is put their logo on there. I would slap on their phone number in here. I would put some background pictures of something that they may already have, either on their Facebook, on their Instagram, or if they already have a website, I would put that up on there. So it makes it a little bit customized, and I wouldn't really touch everything else because this is only a demo. And if they become a client, you will obviously do more. But what you want to do is you want to go and into here, get a free solar quote. There's this button that's always on all of these funnels. You want to go to the bottom and then just have a look. That is going to open pop-up. Okay. And then to see what pop-up that's actually going to open, you press this on the very top. Pop-up here. And now automatically on the solar quote, they already have a form that's filled out that's pre-done for you. So I usually just keep it like that and make sure it's looking properly. And then I'm just going to go out of here. So I'm just going to press save, and then we're going to head back out into our page. Now, once we've got our funnel set up, we're actually going to add the client or your potential client for the meeting as a user so that we can set up the workflow for him. Now, all you need to do is go into settings and my staff. And what you need to do is add an employee. So user info, let's just call him Tom. Then Harry, choose a I'm just going to type in random email. There we go. And then for this part, you actually want to put their phone number in here. So I'm just going to put in a phone number and then password, just put a whatever because it doesn't really matter right now. You can change this all later. So there we go. Let's put a random password. And I won't worry about this first. User permissions, don't really need to do that. Roles, not really needed doing any of that. So I just want to press save for now. Once we've set up Tom as our user, we're going to go back and go into automation. And we're going to create an automation now. Basically, we'll say hey, once someone goes in and fills out our form, so let me just show you guys. Once someone comes in here and then they get our free solar quote, they fill out all of this and they do all of that, we're going to make it so that the client themselves will actually receive a text saying, hey, someone just filled this out. Now, how do we do that? In the workflows automation in here, we're going to press create new workflow and we're going to start from scratch. Now let's name this workflow Solar Automation. And when we add a trigger, we want whenever someone fills out this form as the trigger. So we're going to type in form submitted. And then you want to add a filter that whenever someone submits their form, you choose their form. So I'm just going to choose your offer claim. So we're going to save that. Okay. Now the next one we're going to do is we're going to add in an SMS text. So send SMS. And we're going to type in hi, custom value. Thank you for filling out our solar form. Someone will be in contact with you shortly. Team. Actually, we'll call ourselves Team Solar. All right. Once you've done that, you're just going to save action. Now, I want to add it so that someone sends me or the user an SMS reminder. So I'm going to add in a send internal notification, choose SMS, select user type. So now I can either do all users or I can do particular user. Now this is why I added the user before first, because when I select the user, you can see here, Tom, Harry, right? I'm going to put in full name. This person just filled out pop-up form on solar page. Make sure you call them to follow. Okay. And then once I press send here, I'll save action. Whenever someone fills out this form right here, they're going to send them a text message saying thank you. And it's going to send me or my clients the actual SMS saying, hey, someone filled this out. Make sure you follow up with them. So that's one way to do it. If you don't want to actually add a particular user, what you can do is you can use custom number here and just type in your number. So type in the number here and then it'll work the same way. So this one's probably a little bit easier, but learning to add a user is it's good practice because you're going to need to do it in the future anyway. That's it for the automation, but we're not done yet. The next part that we want to talk about is a really, really cool feature of making a flow code. What this is, and I almost do this with all of my clients because when I do this, it just makes the wow factor so much bigger. And what do I mean by that? So a flow code is basically a free QR code generator so that whenever people scan the code, they can go directly to this funnel. I'm going to add my domain. So I just created a random one, Super Solar. That's safe. So now I'm going to copy and paste this URL. And this is what flow code looks like. In order to make a flow code, it's super easy. Just go in here. Let's do solar. Press create. And then all I need to do is copy and paste my link in there. And then you can choose to add tags. I won't really bother with that. You can choose a pre-made template, with all these cool features, or you can design something from scratch. There's these really cool, you can have love hearts, you have stars, you can have different colors, and this is all free. And once you've done that, you just create and download there. And it's that easy. Now, the point of this is once I create this QR code for them, they can just put it anywhere, whether it's on their front table, whether it's on their desk, whether it's on their car, whether it's on the back of their phone or a business card. If people scan this, wherever people will actually look and scan this, they will go onto his website directly. And if we can direct more traffic to the website to fill out those forms, that means we've got more leads for these guys without even having to do any ads. So showing them this just blows their mind away during meetings. And I can see it in their eyes as I'm describing this, as that I'm demonstrating these phone and these QR codes. Their eyes light up and say, oh, this is exactly what I need. This is what I've been looking for the whole this time. And 97 to 297 a month is cheap compared to what other people charge. This is everything that they need, and all they need to do is pay $297. Yeah, they'll cop it any day. So that's how I do things in terms of when I'm doing my sales calls. This is just to kind of really hit it out of the park for them, really close those sales and really those monthly reoccurring revenue. So hope that helped, and hope you guys go use this and smash it in your calls. Now that you've managed to set up everything, make sure if you signed up under my Gohighlevel link, go and install that white labeled onboarding snapshot into your account so that when you get your first client, they can go in and directly watch those videos. All right, this is Jackie. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, God bless.